I met a woman at a cafe the other day and I found out that she was self-employed, and I told her that I had been a business coach for many, many years, working with thousands of women. And she said, "How do you keep it all together when you've got the business and you've got the family and you've got to put dinner on the table and all of the things? It's like I have 2 or 3 full-time jobs." And I said to her, the way that I've been able to do it is to recognize that you can't do it all, and that you have to actually take your power back in some of the situations in your life. Here's how I explained it to her. At work, I realized that I couldn't do everything. There is no such thing as the superwoman, especially at work. So I had to get systems in place and help in place, even in the early days when I couldn't afford it. I remember talking to my very first virtual assistant and saying, I can only hire you for 5 hours a month because that's all I could afford. But we strategized together. What were the things that she could take off my plate so that I would at least have 5 hours back to work on things that would help me move the business forward? And together we created some systems so that I wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. And over the years, as I grew the business, I brought on more wonderful people to help me part-time, and we created more and more systems and processes. So, team and systems at work. And then at home, I did the same thing. I realized that I couldn't run a business and be a great wife and have 1 and then 2 and then 3 kids and be able to deal with the laundry and the dinner every night and the shopping and the birthday presents and the doctor's appointments and everything. So I gave myself permission to get some help there too. And in the beginning, I couldn't afford much. In fact, my very first nanny for my daughter Claire, I paid her more than I paid myself once I came back from maternity leave. But I was okay with that because I realized that that is the only way that I was going to be able to do it all. So I gave myself the gift of team at home as an act of self-love, knowing that it would help me, my marriage, my kids, and my business. I also created some systems, understanding that I wasn't going to be able to do everything at once, and even some of, the nanny couldn't help me, or the housekeeper, even if she only came every once in a while, couldn't do everything for me. I created some systems there as well. I would go and do big shopping hauls and put, 2 little pieces of fish in a Ziploc bag that I would put in the freezer, and so on and so forth, and frozen vegetables. I know frozen vegetables may not be as good as live fresh vegetables, but that's what I could do at the time. I would go out and buy all the birthday cards at the same time, and if I had a 4-year-old kid at the time, I would buy all the birthday presents for a 4-year-old so that every time my 4-year-old would go to a birthday party, there was a unisex gift that was ready right there. I'm just inviting you to see yourself as somebody who deserves the help. You deserve to get your time back, take back your time, take back your sanity, and think about ways that you could let other people help you. I know that you might be thinking, I can't afford it, but with all this help that you might over time be able to get, you can use that to spend more time with your family or spend more time to grow your business. Start thinking about what kind of systems and what kind of help you can get little by little, incrementally over time, to have you be able to do it all and have it all with just a little bit of help.